marketers, you need to be approaching people, because we're in the network marketing business. We're not in the retail business. We all need to do a bit of retail, but we're in the network marketing business, and that's what Kev's going to cover. So if you want to take it away, Kev, I'll hand over to you.
I'm going to be doing a training tonight on speaking with your warm market. Whether you've just joined the business or whether you've been in the business a while, we all joined for reasons. We all joined to earn some extra money, whether that was so that we could improve our lifestyle, whether that was so that we could pay off some debts. Possibly you already had a full-time job and you just needed that extra bit of money, or perhaps you wanted more time to spend the money that you have and work around your children and be more committed to the family rather than to the employer, to a job or a boss. The point is, most people these days are actually looking for an alternative way of earning an extra income. More and more people are looking for ways in which they can earn that extra money without having to do overtime, without having to go get a second job where they're working the hours that somebody else gives them. Whether you realize it or not, I found out on the internet by joining a network marketing group and I looked at a news report, and it said on there that 70,000 people a day are looking for network marketing opportunities. That's people that's actually looking for network marketing opportunities. Add to that the people that don't even know network marketing exists, and they're just looking for some kind of opportunity to get out of debt, to change their life, to take responsibility and say enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. There are thousands and thousands upon thousands of people out there looking for something different to what we do, something different to what they do at the moment. And the thing is, most of them don't know that this opportunity exists, whether it's kleeneze, whether it's any other network marketing business, because they do exist. Because network marketing as an industry turns over in excess of 150 billion per annum. So if you're looking at this and thinking, will it work? Does it work? Well, the industry that we're involved in turns over more than the film industry, the pop industry, and the gaming industry combined. Now, just think about that for a moment. The film industry, how much do actors and actresses get paid? Millions, because the business turns over millions of pounds. The gaming industry, how much is it for a game for the PlayStation or something like that? And yet people spend 40, 50 quid on a game, and yet they say they can't find 25 quid to join a business that'll make them a fortune. And yet people spend 20, 30 quid to go to the cinema. All right? And then think of the pop industry. How much music have you personally possibly bought from iTunes or been out and bought records? I'm sure there isn't a person on this webinar today who hasn't bought some form of music in their lifetime. Okay? And yet we do more as an industry than all three of those combined. And yet there's millions of people don't even know this opportunity exists. And when I say this opportunity, I mean network marketing, not kleeneze, network marketing. But what's unique about kleeneze in a world of network marketing businesses is that an individual can make £300 to £500 in their first 4 weeks without even having a clue what they're doing. In the 12 years that I've been doing kleeneze, and if you add to that the combined years of Neil Young and Abigail Coakley, between the three of us, we've got over 45 years of network marketing experience, and not one of us has ever come across a business that will provide you with £300 to £500 a month in your first 4 weeks without even building a team. That is the power of kleeneze. And now with the internet and social media, that is just ballooning massively. And now that CSVL have taken over kleeneze, and they're a massive international company, American company that can put millions of pounds of investment into this company, the times are really, really exciting. So the warm market is the way forward. Over the last few months, we've been spending a lot of time talking about retail and getting to grips with Facebook and social media and things like that. But guys, you've got to think outside of selling a few products. all right? Because still, as an individual, you can only manage to retail so much yourself. But as a network, as a distribution network, not only in the UK and Ireland, but potentially globally, the money is limitless. The amount of money that individuals can earn in this business is limitless. And we now need to be approaching our family, our friends, the people that we know, again, with a brand new opportunity. If people say, oh, is it kleeneze? Say, no, it's the K group. Because it's not just kleeneze. We also have K Life involved in that. So tell them it's K group. Okay, it's not kleeneze, it's K group. It's a brand new opportunity. It's a brand new idea, and there's so many people now that I'm talking to that just want to do online, which is fine. Okay, online, that's fine. All right, they can do that, absolutely no problem. But the point is, we need to look at speaking to our warm market, the people who already know us, the people who already trust us, the people that know what we've been doing, and the people who are suffering because they're not getting the overtime. They're now starting to see the results that we're producing. They're starting to think, maybe I want some of that. And these are the people who need to know what is going on. Okay, these are the people that need showing a brand new opportunity that kleeneze and you have to offer. Okay, so if you just bear with me, I'm going to share screens with you as we do some warm market training. Okay, everybody, so warm market. Basically, it's people that you've already come in contact with, people that you have details for, people that you've spoke to or built some kind of relationship in the past, whether it's people that you went to primary school with or whether it's people you've worked with. But through your lifetime, you'll have interacted with hundreds of people. So many people will have come into your life and gone out of your life, people that you've forgotten about. But these are the people that we need to start remembering. Okay? So, what is your warm market? Like I say, it's family and friends. It's people that you know. Who would you invite to a wedding? Who would you have a party with? Okay, if you were to go to a reunion, who would you invite? These are the common worries and concerns of a lot of people. Now, some of you might think, oh, that's fantastic, and you're really excited about just going and speaking to everybody, and I'm going to show you how to approach them in a moment. But some of you might be thinking, you know, some of you might have concerns or worries, such as what people might think. Okay, you're approaching them and you say, I've got this business opportunity that I want to show you. And you think, what are they going to think about this kleeneze thing, this selling products online, this delivering and collecting catalogs? What are they going to think of me? I don't want to benefit from my friends. You see, that's a big one. People think because they're sharing an idea with other people that they're sharing that idea so that let me talk in my terms, okay? In the word I'm sharing this business so that I can make more money. Well, if you're coming from that angle, that in your head you're thinking, well, I'm only sharing this business with them so that I can make more money, then you're coming from a negative philosophy. Okay, it's not a good idea. You see, it's not about sharing this business so that you can make more money. By friends and family and people like that joining your business, you're not going to make more money, not unless you help them make money first. So it's about helping people make money. It's about giving them a solution. I've just explained that people are looking for different ways of earning money. They're looking for other income streams. They're looking for time flexibility. People want choice. People want to choose which TV channels they watch. People want to choose what programs they watch and when they watch them, what adverts they have to listen to or which adverts they can skip. It's all about having choice these days, and people also want choice in their employment. And with this opportunity, we can give them that choice. We can give them choices. So it's not about making money from your friends, because you've got to earn your money, because your friends aren't going to earn it for you. But you can also give your friends the opportunity to earn the money for themselves while you continue to make money for yourself too. So please don't think it's about please don't think it's about making benefits from your friends. It's not. Are you benefiting from your friends? Some of you possibly think people will know that I'm I'm struggling financially, or people will know that I'm not quite happy with my job, or people will look at me and judge my situation or my circumstances. Guys, what I say to that is, well, if you're going to let someone else's worries or concerns or opinions stop you from achieving whatever it is that you want, then you've got to decide, how much do you want the things that you want? Is it worth that? My best friend used to take the mick out of me. He used to call me Kleeneze Kev. But when I turned around to him and said, Roger, when you start paying my mortgage, then I'll give a damn what you think, he shut up. And that's something worth thinking about, guys. When that person starts paying your bills, when that person has your worries and your concerns, when they start taking care of those worries and concerns for you, then I would start listening to them. But until that actually happens, I won't give a damn what anyone else thinks or what they know or what their opinions are, because you are the only one that's going to change your life. You are the only one that's going to provide for your family, your children, your loved ones, and only you are going to get yourselves to where you want to be. But we will give you the help to do that, and all you're doing is sharing an idea with people so that they can do it for themselves as well. So what if people laugh? Let them laugh. Because believe me, if you follow this plan for 4 to 5 years, you'll be laughing all over your face while they're still working 45 years. When you're going on holidays all over the world, when you're sharing ideas with other people that are like-minded and want the same things out of life, when you have no financial worries because your bills are paid every single month, whether you get out of bed or not, then who's going to be laughing? But if you don't take the action required because you're worried what other people think, then other people will just keep laughing all the time while you're thinking, what if? What if I'd have just done something about it? What if they say no? That's great. At least they've given you an idea. At least they've given you their opinion. The worst thing is when they say nothing at all and you can't get an answer. No's are good, guys. A no isn't a problem. A no just means move on to the next person. Okay? The more no's you get, the closer you are to that yes. All right? So just unattach yourself emotionally. Don't worry about it. What if it doesn't work? Well, there's only one reason this business won't work. And it's not the business. It's not the government. It's not the currency. It's not the country we live in. It's not the politics. There's only one reason this business won't work. And that's the person driving the business. Okay? Which is you. So if you know that you're going to try, you're going to learn, you're going to apply what you're taught, and you're going to practice till you get it right, then this business will work 100% of the time for 100% of the people. So why not share it with people? Because there's only one reason, there's only one reason why people fail in this business, and that's because they quit and they walk away far too soon. What if I'm not good enough? Well, I can totally relate to that, guys, because I honestly thought when I used to sit at those seminars and see Rob Foster on that stage and other people, I used to think, I can't do that. I would love to be able to, but I can't do that. And I thought I wasn't good enough. The thing is, every single one of us was born equal. And when you realize that, and when you read the books and you listen to the tapes and you just try a little bit harder and you stretch your comfort zone, and you stop giving in at the slightest challenge, which I know you know some do, some don't, but when you stretch yourself and you do what you're shown to do, then you will be successful. Every single one of you is good enough in this business, because all you need is desire, and something made you pick up that phone, respond to that email in the first place. Okay, so as long as you've got that desire, as long as you've got that will and your ability to learn, and not be, be teachable, don't be stubborn, don't be pig-headed, don't be arrogant, just listen to the people that want to help you succeed, and you will learn how to do it, and you're totally good enough. What if they say yes? That's when you can really start to panic. All right. No, when somebody says yes, that's absolutely amazing. There's a lot of people around here to help and support you and deal with that situation. But yes is great. Just say to them, you know, if someone says yes, just say, great, I'll get hold of somebody that can deal with it. All right. I know a man who can. Obviously, if you're already at that stage and doing it yourself, then you know that it's nothing to worry about. You see, you could be the person they are just waiting for. I spoke to somebody yesterday at Birmingham at the meeting who has a complete phobia of picking up the phone. And when I say a complete phobia, something happened in her life where picking up that phone represented death to that person. They felt that if they answered that phone, there was somebody at the other end of that line that was potentially going to kill them. And I'm not joking now. So they associate death with the phone. Not just a little bit of fear, not just a bit of nerves. They actually believe that if they answer that phone, it could result in death. Okay? But I spoke to that person yesterday and said, look, you realize that obviously it's not that person at the end of the phone anymore. And you're ringing them, they're not ringing you. However, the person at that end of the phone might be just waiting for you to ring and be the person that changes their life. Okay? We're here to help other people. If you genuinely care about other people and building a business, then there are people out there that are desperate for us to ring them and offer our help and support. And they just don't know we exist until we pick up that phone. And a lot of those people are the people that you already know, are the people in your families, your circle of friends, your colleagues, your acquaintances, your cousins, nephews, nieces. These are the people out there that are just waiting for you to offer them a lifeline. Okay? Because there is light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what I saw when I saw the circles. I saw light at the end of the tunnel. I was £30,000 in debt. I was 27-year-old. I just walked out of a serious relationship where I'd been engaged. I was back home in my bed that I used when growing up as a child, and I was back at my mum and dad's house. I'd never felt like more of a failure in my entire life when the next day my brother turned up with a business card that said earn extra money working from home. When I saw this business, that was the light at the end of the tunnel to turn my life around. But would anyone else have known that? No, because I didn't share that with anybody. So if my brother had just picked up that card and thought, I'm going to throw this away, nobody I know is interested, I would have never even seen this opportunity and I'd still be struggling and God knows what debt I'd be in now. So if somebody does say no to you, just move on to the next person because that might be the person whose life you're about to change. I want to play a short video for you here. So they can cut this hand off the door, but they can't make us play. We've decided we're going to finish what you started, sir. Yeah, so leave us be, coach. We got shit to do, sir. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Sir, I just want to say thank you. You saved my life. Thank you, sir. And besides that, if you don't tell your family and friends and everybody else what you're up to and offer them this opportunity, then I certainly will. Okay. So how to approach your warm market. Use all the social media, all the forms of communication that you have available to you, such as Facebook, email, telephone, and texting. Okay. Let them know very simply, or sorry, just expose them to information using these forms of media. Now, there's plenty of information out there, but ideally, what we want them to do is have a look at a video first, just to give them some idea. And there's a video that we use that's on YouTube that I'm going to give you the link for, but also you can use the following website, which is www.webslide.biz. So what to say? First of all, be yourself. It's your friends, it's your relatives, it's the people that you know. So don't try and be any smart aleck or some business professional or whatever. Just be yourself, all right? Be the person that you've always been. It doesn't particularly matter what you say. All we want them to do is have a look at some information, okay? So first of all, it's, hi, oh, my PowerPoint's just gone. Oh, hang on. Hi, could you do me a favor, please? Would you take a look at this short video and let me know what you think? So all we're trying to do is actually get people to have a look at the video. All right. So whether you say, hi, John, it's Barry. I know we haven't spoken for a long time. Would you do me a favor, please, John? I'd like you to have a look at this short video. I found it really interesting and I'd love to know your opinion and just give me some feedback on it, would you? I thought it was great. Okay, so you're just getting the information out there. It doesn't matter how you do it. You just don't want to tell them what it is. You're just trying to get them to look at the information so that they can make up their own mind with no preconceived ideas, no prejudgment or anything like that. Okay. They might say, what is it? What's it all about? And just say, look, you need to look at the video first. Then I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you. I've no secrets or anything, but until you've watched the video, there's nothing to discuss. So they say, okay, I'll look at the video. And then you just say, well, how soon could you watch it? They'll think about a schedule in their head. And then they sort of come back to you and say, oh, I'll watch it this week. All right. And if you say, so if I were to call you on Thursday, would you be able to let me know what you think by then? So you're getting some level of commitment from them. You're just closing them down, but you're letting them choose the day and the time. All you're saying is, okay, so if you watched it by that day, if you watched it by that time, is it okay if I give you a ring at such and such a day, at such and such a time? Will you be available so I can just find out what you think? It's really important. Okay. They'll be like, why is it important? They'll be really curious and they'll be more likely to go look at the video. Okay. Great. I'll speak to you then. Okay. So you're just confirming that they've agreed and you're agreeing with them. Keep it simple, guys. It really is that easy. The most important thing is not getting the video out there, but once you've got it out there, is following up. Now, the trouble is 79% of people don't follow up the people that they send the information to, or they don't follow up 79% of the people. And this is referring to a sales team. This is not referring to people that haven't done this before. It's probably near the 99% of people don't follow up. Okay. So whoever you send that video to, whoever says, yes, I'm going to look at it, remember that you've agreed a day, you've agreed a time that you're going to ring them back. Stick to that day and time so that they know that you're serious. Okay. So make sure you stick to that day and time. When you ring them back, you just say, hi, John, it's Barry. Did you watch the video? What did you think? That's all we want to know. Did you watch it? What did you think? Okay. you're going to get three different answers. First of all, you're going to get a negative response. Yeah, I watched it. I'm not interested. I'm sorry, it's not for me. And you say, that's fine. Okay, you just say, that's fine. I wasn't showing it for you to, I was wanting you to have a look at it because you might know somebody else that's interested. I know you're already busy, or I know you've got family, or I know you're working full time. Take the objection away from them before they can give you it. Just agree with them. Don't make them wrong. That way, you're not going to fall out. You're not going to ostracize anybody or make them feel that you're trying to hound them. So what did you think? Did you look at the video? What did you think? And they say, no, I'm not interested. And you just say, that's fine. I already knew that you were working. I appreciate you're busy. But you know people I don't know. And I just wondered if you know of anybody that might be interested. And that way you could get a referral from somebody else who isn't interested. And they might say, well, actually, have you thought maybe if you try our Mary, she's at home with a couple of kids at the moment, her husband's working, she might want to earn some extra money. And then you could get Mary's details. The next result that you're going to get is tell me about it. So you ring up and they say, oh, I didn't have time to watch the video. Can you just tell me about it? Under no circumstances start explaining the business because you won't do it justice. Just say to them, I'm really sorry, there's too much for me to explain over the phone. If you watch the video, it's a lot quicker, it's a lot shorter. After watching the video, I'll then have a chat with you and see if you want to know more or not. Okay? But under no circumstances start explaining the business. They'll probably turn around and say, can you just give me a brief overview? What's it generally involve? And just say, look, I'm sorry, you need to watch the video. Otherwise, and then you can say, sorry, you need to watch the video. But if you don't want to watch the video, that's fine. I'm doing it anyway. If you don't want to watch the video, that's fine. I'm doing it anyway. And they'll love to know what you're doing. Because you're not bothered whether they do it or not. You're already involved. And they'll be like, what is it? What are you doing? What are you doing? And you say, you need to watch the video. But thank you for taking my call. I'm really busy. I've got to go. I'll speak to you soon. Bye. And hang up. Or you're going to get a positive response. Somebody says, yeah, it looks great. I'd like to know more. In that situation, you say, that's fantastic. I'll get someone to, if you're brand new, it's obviously, yeah, that's fantastic. I'll get someone to explain it to you. But if you've already been in the business, you know what to do. Just get on there and start showing them how it works. Okay? Find out whether they want to do the cataloging. Find out whether they want to do Facebook. And tailor the information you give so that it's relevant to what the person wants. Okay? We will give you a lot of help and support. You're not expected to do it on your own, but you are expected to approach your family and friends. They're your family and friends. They're not our family and friends. Not yet, anyway. We certainly hope that they will become our friends, but at this point, they're your family and friends, so you need to approach them to start with. Use your upline. They'll be there to help and support you. They can do it. They can do Skype calls with you. They can do some training with you on Skype. If you're a bit nervous about what to say, they can even coach you through your phone calls. You can do a 3-way call. We can do face-to-face appointments for you if they're local and the family, okay? And also, like I said, you can do 3-way telephone calls, and we can listen in and give you pointers and tips and advice. So don't let it be that you don't know anything stop you from actually getting started, because the only way you're going to learn the information is giving it a go. The only way you learn how to swim is by actually getting in the water. You can learn all the theory that you like, but until you actually get in that water, you're not going to learn anything. Okay? And revisit every 6 months. Don't just approach a warm market once. I'm constantly trying to encourage my warm market to enter my contact manager by asking them to visit my website and stuff like that, so that I can revisit them with emails and information on a regular basis. But those people on Facebook and in my mobile phone, I text them every 6 months at least. I let them know what's happening. I put fresh posts on my Facebook, but I also private message people as well. And over the years, I've had quite a lot of family and friends join my business. In fact, that reminds me, I've just started to create a whole new warm market by joining the Army Cadets, as some of you will have seen on Facebook. However, in the last week, I have found 2 new people to add to my contact list. One of them approached me because he's been looking at work from home opportunities, and after having a conversation, he's asked if he can join my business. And I didn't sell him kleeneze, and this is another skill that we will teach at a later date, but all I did was find out what he was looking for, reassure him, explain about network marketing and how it works, and then he said, can I join your business because I want you as my coach? Okay. And another guy I was talking to just on a walk, I was asking what he did for a living. He told me he were in the police. I said, wow, that must be really exciting. And he said, no, not really. And I thought, ching ching. I said, oh, tell me more. And he just went, well, I've lost 3 wives through it. I've no children. I've lost my children. I've had a really bad experience. I've been doing it 13 years. I just want to do something completely different. I'm thinking of becoming a driving instructor, which I thought was really ironic, seeing as that's what I used to do. And he just wanted more and more information. He was just giving me more and more information as to why this would be great for him. So I didn't say anything there and then. I left it a couple of days, and then I approached him 2 days later and said, Mark, were you serious about what you said on that walk the other day about hating your job and one for another? And he said, damn right I was. I said, no, seriously. I said, were you serious? He says, yeah, I was. I says, well, look, here's some information. Here's my card. There's a website on there with a video. Take a look at that, because what I do is I help people change their lives through working from home so that they can give up the boss, be there for the family, and not have to worry about finances ever again. He looked at me a bit perplexed, but he took my card and I said, I'm not going to ring you. You need to ring me or contact me if you want to find out more. So I wasn't hounding him. I wasn't pushing it, but I'm sure if he likes what he sees, he will contact me because he's now a friend. And if he don't, I'll contact him again in 6 months. So what could easily happen if you just got excited and speak to a few people? Well, through Facebook, you could find friends. You could get people in your mobile phone and your family members. Let's just say you found 3 people out of everybody that you've met during your life who wanted to earn some extra income. Now that is easy to imagine. That obviously would mean you have a team turnover of £4,000. You'd earn £270 from your £1,000 plus £200 volume bonus for the £3,000 that's coming in from your team. That means that every 4 weeks you would be earning £470 a month for about 8 to 10 hours a week. However, that is actually over £5,000 a year additional income. Let's say that we then work with those people and they contact their warm market, family, friends, colleagues, okay, and each one of them does £1,000. All we've done is ask them and shown them how to do what we did to find our 3 people. You haven't found any more yourself at all. But your team now is £13,000 a month. That means you still get 270 quid for your 1,000, but your volume bonus is £600. That's £870 every 4 weeks. Who'd say, no thanks, I don't want that? Okay? Who says, no thanks, I don't want that? Because that's over £10,000 a year coming in just for speaking to family and friends and showing other people how to do the same. It's not difficult, guys. It's just that people don't do it. If you actually got on and did it regular, this is so possible by Christmas. So in summary, you want to help other people. It's not gain from other people. You've got to come at it that you're helping others and you're going to be successful whether they join you or not. So it's not about getting people to join your team so you can be successful. It's nothing to do with that. It's about helping other people. If you don't speak to them, I'm sure I will when they respond to one of my adverts. Okay, I don't care whether they're your family or not. If they want to join my business and I don't know that they're your family members, I will sign them up. And believe me, that has happened. I know somebody in the 10 Steps team who didn't follow up their warm market. They responded to an advert of mine and I signed them in. I didn't know until after they'd signed, and they turned around and said, "Oh, do you know so-and-so and so-and-so?" I said, "Yeah, I do." They went, "Oh, she's my best mate." I went, "You're joking." She went, "No, no." I said, "Well, why didn't you join with her?" She says, "Well, I knew she did kleeneze, but she never spoke to me about it." And there you go. Remember to be yourself all the time. Don't try and be clever or smart. If you don't know, say you don't know. But be excited, enthusiastic, and positive about the opportunity. Don't worry about the results. Just keep speaking with people. Just keep getting the information out there. Let the information do the work so that you don't have to. It's not a one-off thing. You don't just contact your warm market when you first start and then never speak to them again. You're constantly drip feeding information, sharing stories, news feeds, videos, testimonials, pictures of your orders that you pick up, stories from other people. Share them on your Facebook page. And remember, all this goes towards competence level 1. All right. Once you just contacting your warm market is a tick in the box for competence level 1, and moves you forwards then to levels 2, level 3, and beyond. And I'm going to hand you back over to Karen. Take it away.